My beloved child, I am aware that your path has been filled with many challenges and uncertain moments. At times, someone who appeared to be a close friend or a supportive figure turned out to divert you from the true path you were meant to follow. It may be difficult to accept, but that person did not assist you in moving toward what really matters. I have witnessed the difficulties you have faced, and I am aware of the heavy emotions you carry, even though you feel a strong bond with that person, making it impossible for you to embrace what lies ahead. It's time to let go and trust in the advice I give, even if it means letting go of what once seemed so important. Every journey has a point where the lessons learned from the past are applied, and the previous chapter of your life naturally ends. Now that you're on the cusp of a new phase, you're prepared to begin a new chapter. The moment this person leaves is not arbitrary. Rather, it's a turning point that makes it possible for you to embrace everything I have planned, even though you might feel empty and of loss. Keep in mind that I am here to fill that space with what you truly need. The discomfort you are experiencing now is only temporary, and soon you will find a lasting sense of peace and purpose. Trust in the timing of events, and know that I care about you as you enter a phase that offers new benefits. It is important to let go of the past completely, because the person who is leaving your life has been a hindrance rather than a benefit, preventing your path to growth. Instead of holding on to what is fading, concentrate on the opportunities. It's normal to feel sad and mourn for what has passed, but don't let these emotions hold you back. Your future is full of promise and new paths that await your bravery. Instead of being constrained by lingering sadness, allow yourself to look forward with determination. I will fill the gaps and introduce you to new people. You are now entering a time that offers fresh benefits and brighter prospects, and encounter experiences that will help you grow and reach your full potential. As the month starts, you'll notice a change in the atmosphere. A slight change will indicate that big things are about to happen. With this change, the person who has been in your life will no longer be there, allowing you to follow a path that is in line with your destiny. You might feel relieved as the burden of the previous relationship lessens, giving you a sense of lightness and the chance to move forward more freely. This person's role in your life has reached its natural end. Rather than trying to hold on to something that no longer fits your journey, release it with acceptance and trust that I will help guide you through this transition so that you can regain control, feel renewed, and move forward with a sense of inner peace and safety. I know that the changes you face are difficult, and you may wonder why things worked out this way. Note that my approach is different from what you expected, and I see the whole picture from beginning to end. If you are unable to see the entire plan at this time, trust that I am working silently in the background to bring you to a place where you can experience a deeper sense of well-being and understanding. Later, when you look back on this phase, you will realize that it was a significant milestone on your journey. During this phase, you will not be alone. I will send support in the form of caring helpers to be by your side. Even in times of extreme pain, or when it seems like you have lost everything, you will eventually find yourself in a state of genuine contentment, calm, and fulfillment. The departure of this person is not a setback, but rather a spark that will trigger your personal growth and development. After a while, you may see this change as a hidden blessing that gives you the freedom to learn important lessons. Lessons: embrace a fresh start and let go of the past. I'm here to support, comfort, and encourage you as you let go of the past and welcome the future. This change in your relationships is a part of a bigger plan, and you'll soon realize why it had to happen this way. In the weeks ahead, I'll start opening doors for you. You'll meet new people, encounter unexpected opportunities, and discover advantages you never thought possible. Don't be afraid of these changes. Instead, trust the process. The pain you are experiencing now will eventually give way to a sense of empowerment rather than sadness, because you are going through a time of preparation and refinement that will make you stronger, wiser, and more in line with what is best for you. Remember that I am here to protect and guide you, and the tears you shed are not in vain. They are nourishing the path toward your future. Eventually, you will realize that every obstacle was a part of a plan that was intended to lead you to a place of greater fulfillment and well-being. Have faith that every part of, as the new month progresses, refrain from letting the distractions of daily temptations pull you away from the goals you have set. Instead, hold fast to the promises made to you and look forward to the rewards that await as you enter a time of success and change. Know that I am with you every step of the way. Your life, including the people who come and go and the obstacles you face, serve a purpose in the larger story of your growth. I am proud of your perseverance and know that even though the journey has been challenging, this is just the beginning of a new and promising chapter. Do not dwell on the past. Instead, move forward into a future full of light and hope. The upcoming month will test you, but it will also lead you to fulfill the promises made before. Your perseverance has been noticed, and you will soon be blessed with many gifts. If you trust that better days lie ahead, remember that you are cherished and hold a unique value. The new month will bring both opportunities and challenges that will test the results of your hard work. Old ways will fade as new beginnings take shape. Recognize that this phase is crucial for your personal development, and that the adjustments you face are part of a plan designed to bring you closer to what is truly important. You will soon be faced with decisions that will determine the direction of your journey and your future. As the new month progresses, you will notice changes in the energy around you that prompt you to make important decisions and take decisive actions. Although the journey may not be smooth, and you may occasionally feel tempted to seek an easier route, know that these changes are meant to benefit you and that you are being prepared and strengthened to handle whatever lies ahead. Now is the time to fully immerse yourself in the guidance provided. Let go of your worries and embrace the future that is set before you. I will be with you no matter what. I want to share 3 crucial guidelines with you at every stage of the process in preparation for the changes that are coming up. These are not just recommendations. They are necessary steps to help you overcome obstacles in the future and confidently move on to the next phase of your journey. Pay close attention to these measures because they will be crucial to your success. The first is to be mindful of your speech, because words have a lot of weight and can have a significant impact on your life. It is crucial to refrain from saying things that make you feel afraid or uncertain, or negativity instead. Use words that convey trust, hope, and resolve. By carefully choosing your words, you can positively impact the reality you are creating for yourself. The second rule is to safeguard your inner self. Your heart and emotions are valuable and must be protected from negative influences. If someone tries to instill doubt or negativity in your mind, respond with the truth that you know, remain vigilant, and avoid getting sucked into unhealthy patterns or relationships that do not serve your interests. Serve your well-being. The third rule is to stay rooted in the knowledge and wisdom you have been given. Let the lessons and insights that have guided you thus far serve as your foundation. As you proceed, when faced with uncertainty or adversity, go back to these truths to find strength and clarity. By holding this wisdom near to your heart, you will be better able to handle the obstacles that come up and carry on with confidence. However, don't waste time separating yourself from the connection. As you proceed, remember that you are not alone on this journey. Have faith in the plan that is developing. And know that my care for you is unwavering, even when circumstances seem overwhelming. Spend time in reflection, stay in dialogue with the inner truth you hold, and keep your focus on the guidance you have received. Your personal moments of quiet reflection are essential for maintaining clarity and staying true to your path. Bring about a positive transformation. Go into this moment with courage and confidence, knowing that you have my support. Your focus and optimistic attitude will guide you into a period of significant growth and achievement. I understand the difficulties you face, and I see the efforts you make, even when you feel ignored. Every struggle, worry, and quiet wish you have is recorded, and together they form the foundation of your journey toward a brighter future, even when it seems like you are forgotten amidst the chaos of the world. I continue to be a silent guide on your journey. You may feel as though you are in the midst of an unrelenting storm and wonder when it will end, but know that this is only temporary. Just as heavy clouds eventually break to reveal the sun, so too will the difficulties you face pass. You will fully comprehend the reasons behind them and the value they have contributed to your personal growth. You are currently being shaped into a stronger, wiser, and more. Though the process may be uncomfortable, it is necessary to remove what is preventing you from reaching your full potential. I understand that you need to rest and sleep, but true peace comes from facing challenges head-on and growing through them. In every moment of instability, remember that I am here as a stable foundation that you can rely upon. When you feel like you are walking on unstable ground, remember that my presence stays unwavering. I am aware that you have frequently wondered what your life is all about and what your true role is. Your life has meaning, and your actions speak loudly. No matter where you are, in a busy city, a quiet home, or a workplace, your capacity to be kind, patient, and forgiving makes a difference. Every act of love and understanding gesture demonstrates your special place in the greater scheme of things. Nothing you do is too small to matter. You are valuable, and every action you take is a part of a much bigger picture. Sometimes I ask you to wait, and even though it may seem like an endless pause in a fast-paced world, there is beauty and patience in these waiting moments. Trust that every experience is being woven together into a bigger picture that will benefit you in the long run. Recognize that every setback and every victory plays a part in shaping the story of your life. Have faith that every step, even those taken during your struggles, is part of a design meant to refine and strengthen you. Are learning to become more resilient and better prepared for what lies ahead. It is difficult to relinquish control and trust in the natural timing of events, but it is essential. When the time comes and you see the opportunity before you, you will realize that the effort was worthwhile. Have faith in the process, and don't let restlessness take your peace. Instead, use it to get closer to the inner guidance that keeps you going. As you continue on this path, take the time to consider every little step and every challenge that has brought you this far. Keep in mind that every experience, whether positive or negative, has shaped who you are today. It's crucial to realize that progress isn't always marked by big gestures or drastic changes. Rather, the most meaningful growth happens subtly, during times of gentle perseverance and careful introspection. When you stop to reflect on the lessons you've learned, you're laying a solid foundation for the future. Don't rush through life or give in to temptation. The quiet of an early morning, the warmth of a kind word from a friend, or the tranquility of a well-spent afternoon are all examples of small acts that bring comfort and clarity. These moments add up to create a fulfilling life, and it is in these everyday details that you may find the inspiration to continue even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Compare your journey to others because each path is unique and shaped by individual experiences and insights, because they serve as stepping stones to bigger achievements. Recognize that every deliberate choice you make and every moment of patience you display contribute to a stronger sense of direction and purpose. Give yourself the room to develop by recognizing your strengths and areas for growth, but keep in mind that you are always evolving and learning from every encounter and obstacle. This process is not about reaching perfection, but rather about finding balance and staying receptive to new information. Chance to better understand your own needs and desires. As you become more aware of these inner cues, you will find it easier to handle life's complexities with composure and a measured approach. Find comfort in the knowledge that, even when the answers are not immediately apparent, What matters most is your commitment to moving forward. Sometimes the most important progress is made in the quiet times between big events, when you have time to think things through and make plans. Make the most of these times by doing things that will help you grow. Mind and spirit, whether it's reading, listening to relaxing music, or just spending time in nature, find the activities that help you regain equilibrium and concentration. These activities are not just diversion. They are necessary for sustaining the fortitude required to face obstacles in the future. It's also helpful to remind yourself that, although the familiar may seem safe, it's in trying new things that you uncover hidden strengths and abilities, and every new challenge is an opportunity to grow. Invite you to broaden your horizons and rethink your ideas of what is possible. By approaching these obstacles with curiosity and openness, rather than fear or resistance, you open the door to opportunities for real progress that may yield unanticipated benefits. Additionally, acknowledge that the journey ahead is a shared experience. You are a part of a larger community of people who are also trying to figure out what to do with their lives. Even though you may feel alone in your struggles, remember that you are in times of uncertainty. Connect with a wider network of people who can provide perspective, encouragement, or just a listening ear. These exchanges can serve as reminders that you are not alone, and that collective wisdom can frequently provide clarity where individual efforts may fall short. Finally, remember that every moment is an opportunity to recommit yourself to the path you have chosen. Let each day be a fresh start, an opportunity to improve your strategy, and a chance to strengthening your resolve that every obstacle, pause, and choice you make along the way has led to a richer, more genuine life experience. Keep going, find refuge in my counsel, and schedule time for quiet reflection with me. The more time you spend comprehending my message, the easier it will be to rely on my advice. And as your trust increases, you won't have to worry about details like timing or approach. I want to remind you that taking care of your inner health is as important as, in the same way that your body needs proper nourishment to function, your inner self needs regular attention and connection with me to thrive. Ignoring this part of your life can leave you exhausted and lose sight of your purpose. Therefore, make time each day for our exchange and share your worries, joys, and even your worries. Life's pace often forces you to neglect what truly matters, leaving you overwhelmed by obligations and responsibilities. When you feel overwhelmed by life's responsibilities, know that you are not meant to bear all of the burdens alone. Give your worries to me, and I will assist you in carrying them. You were never intended to bear the weight of the world alone, and it is not your responsibility to do so alone. I offer you a lighter path once you realize that I am here to listen to you and that my support will always be there, no matter where you are or what you face. That is designed to make your journey easier. Walking this path with me guarantees that you will be supported through every setback and every victory, and together we can handle even the most challenging parts with fortitude and composure. Whenever you feel uncertain or afraid about the path ahead, keep in mind that I am not far away. It doesn't matter where you are or what challenges you face, because I've always been there to support you. No matter what, there will be times when life's demands seem too much for you to handle alone. In these situations, don't be afraid to share your worries with me. I'm here to help you bear the load. It's not your responsibility to handle every challenge on your own. Instead, rely on the strength that comes from our relationship and the advice I provide. I encourage you to share not only your struggles, but also your victories and the little glimmers of hope that keep you going. Every shared worry or joy creates the link between us, strengthening the trust that is necessary for your well-being. As you proceed on your path, know that a plan is developing for you, one that includes periods of rest and refinement. There will be times when it feels like progress is taking a long time, and other times when there will be plenty of clarity and direction. Each of these phases is a necessary part of your growth. You have experienced only a portion of what lies ahead, and I want you to keep moving forward with confidence. Even when the road is difficult and the way forward is unclear, my intention is always to guide you toward a future filled with promise. Every step you take is meaningful, and no moment spent in genuine trust is ever wasted. Understand that even a small shift in your focus toward relying on the guidance available to you can lead to significant changes in your life. The challenges you face now are building blocks for a more stable and fulfilling future, and I am here to ensure that every trial contributes to your strength and resilience. Continue to move forward, always remembering that you do not have to do it alone. I am here to help carry the burdens that life places on you, offering support that is both steady and enduring. Trust is something that grows with each act of openness and every moment when you choose to rely on the help I provide. Now, I need to speak frankly about a matter that concerns our relationship. Although I see your sincere efforts and acknowledge the commitment you have shown in pursuing a deeper understanding, there is a small but significant habit that has gradually taken root in your life. This habit, though seemingly minor, has created a distance between us and prevents you from fully experiencing the support I offer. You have begun to place more confidence in your own ideas and judgments than in the guidance I provide. In doing so, you have allowed a cautious approach to replace the trust that should naturally flow from our connection. This is not a condemnation, but an invitation to reflect on how you make decisions. I've seen how you frequently rely on your own understanding, even when a more open, trusting viewpoint could provide you with a richer experience of care and support. Rather than constantly asking for my advice, you occasionally decide to rely on what you think is best, based on your own reasoning. This may seem protective, but it keeps you from utilizing the full potential of the guidance that is supposed to sustain you. Dependency on my assistance is not an isolated act, but a daily decision to let go of the need to control every result. If the tiny seed of independence is allowed to grow unchecked, it will hinder the flow of the support and comfort I am prepared to provide. I encourage you to think about how every instant you doubt yourself or ignore the advice that is offered to you is a moment when the chance for more profound support slips away. Consider how you have handled difficulties on your own, and realize that it is perfectly normal to ask for help rather than bear all of your burdens alone. There is strength in realizing that you cannot and should not handle everything on your own. I encourage you to gradually replace your self-reliance with a consistent practice of trust. Recognize that giving up some control does not mean that you lose your agency. Rather, it simply means that you are allowing yourself to receive the kind of support that can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. This change is minor, but it has a significant impact on your inner life. Accept the idea that trust is developed gradually and that each decision to rely on my guidance is a step toward a more resilient and peaceful state of being. During this process, you will discover that you are not losing your strength or individuality, but rather gaining a clearer path forward, one that is enhanced by shared support. Allow me to reminisce about how the first people I created lived in a time of peace and simplicity. They had everything they needed and a clear means to protect the balance of life. But they chose to veer off course by giving in to temptation and listening to a different voice. This decision had far-reaching effects, impacting not only them, but also many generations to come. Despite this, I offered them a way back, a promise of restoration and an opportunity to rebuild trust. I did not desert them after their error. Rather, I gave them a way to move past their mistake. This story is not meant to serve as a lesson in judgment, but as a reminder of how one act of disobedience can have lasting consequences. I have persisted in assisting individuals who have become disoriented, offering unmistakable clues and a steady hand during uncertain times. I have guided teams through difficult situations, helping them overcome obstacles and demonstrating that there is always a way to regain equilibrium. Even when people I cared about strayed, using their own strategies, or engaging in dishonest behavior, I took action. Not out of a desire to punish, but out of a commitment to re-establishing balance. Even in moments of correction, my actions were rooted in compassion. These past events demonstrate that when you veer off the path of clear guidance, challenges may arise that make progress more difficult. But if you are willing to own up to your mistakes and embrace a more open, trusting approach, renewal is always possible. Trust is not about giving up your will, but about enhancing your life through shared wisdom. Being willing to accept assistance brings you closer to a path designed for your long-term well-being. It is in this openness that you will find peace, knowing that you are not facing your challenges alone. Every time you decide to rely on the advice available to you, you take a significant step toward a more balanced and fulfilling life. See every moment of doubt as a chance to practice trust, realizing that your own efforts, while important, are strengthened by the support that is always present. I encourage you to examine your daily routine and identify any patterns that may be preventing you from fully embracing the support I offer. It could be a minor habit of doubt, a tendency to rely solely on your own ideas, or a reluctance to ask for help when needed. In any case, view it as an opportunity for personal growth. Know that every decision you make toward trust leads to a future in which your potential can be fully realized. Instead of seeing these moments as failures, recognize them as natural parts of learning and evolving. As you continue to practice this balance between openness and self-reliance, you will notice that the weight of uncertainty begins to lessen, the path becomes clearer, and challenges seem more manageable when shared with a guiding presence. This journey is not about reaching your destination quickly, but about establishing a foundation of trust that will sustain you through every stage of life. Know that renewal and growth are always possible. Allow yourself to be open to the guidance provided, and have faith that doing so will align you with a process that leads to a more grounded and secure state of being. I want you to know that my care for you consists of both unwavering support and firm direction. I have seen your sincere efforts and the growth you have achieved through adversity. But there are times when I must express my concern, not as judgment, but as a necessary signal that you have strayed from the path we are meant to walk together. Reflect on past lessons and recognize that each correction ultimately leads to renewal. Every act of trust adds up to a future filled with promise. You are valued, and every effort you make to build a life of trust and guidance creates a reality where burdens are shared and obstacles are faced with strength. May you approach each day with renewed resolve and an open heart. Know that I am always here to support you, guide you, and remind you that a future of balance, hope, and growth is always within reach. Amen.